What's up, guys? Welcome to Southern Hike. I'm Taylor, and today we're talking about bear bags, and specifically Hilltop pack bear bags. Now, just to do a little background, they're one of the companies that we really fell in love with in the beginning when we really started getting hardcore into backpacking. I think it was like 2 years ago when we tried to start switching to more ultralight gear. We really fell in love with how Ben had everything set up, how good their gear was, and how much they've really become a part of the community, real well known. And just wanted to go ahead and explain to y'all what I was confused with a couple years ago when I was trying to decide. And I actually think they shifted again from what they originally had it set up. I think there was 3 different size bags in the beginning. I might be wrong. Somebody can correct me. But now I know they have a small and large bag. And I'm sure you're wondering the same question. Which size do I need and what's going to be best for me? And do I end up in the end buying both? Or should I just buy the smaller one or the big one and be done with it? Now, for me personally, in the beginning, we ended up buying the bigger one just because me and Rachel, as you know on this channel, we always backpack together most of the time. So we're always going to need a lot of food, even on just a couple night backpacking trip. We went ahead and bought that one, and then later on we ended up buying the smaller one because, like a trip coming up, as you talked about in the previous video, and we talked about this food here, we are going to be carrying a lot more food, and Rachel's going to need to carry her own, and so we will be splitting up our bags, our bear bags. And so we went ahead and got her the smaller one a while back, and today I want to actually break it down, putting the food into each one, and see how much in reality you can fit in one bag without making the bag explode, and still make it manageable, and then find out which would probably be the best for you. So that I want to say first that they definitely recommend the amount of days on their website. So listed on their website for a small bag, which is going to be 11 by 17 inches, it's going to be 1 to 3 days of food, or 7 to 8 liters. A 16 by 19 inch, which is the large, is going to be 3 to 7 days and will be 12 to 13 liters. That's what they recommended. Now, let's see in reality how much we can fit in each one of these. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the small bag first. And as I talked about in the other video, I've got 4 days, 3 nights of food here. And let's see if we can get all of this in here or where we end up stopping at. That way it kind of gives you a perspective of how much you can actually fit in there. So we've got 3 peak refuel meals. One of them's a lunch, so it's a little bit smaller. It's their strawberry granola. And then we've got one Mountain House. Then we've got the Meals to Go by Green Belly. You know, they're a little bit bigger, and all this other stuff can kind of fit in between. So let's go ahead and see how many of those we get in and go from there. I'm probably gonna make a mess of the food here, just FYI. So that's 1 meal. That's 2 meals there. And I kind of flip them back and forth because the food kind of settles at the bottom of the pack, and that way you can kind of compress it better. That's a 3rd meal here. Okay, and then the Peak Refuel granola, or strawberry granola, go ahead and put that in there also. Okay, so you can tell that we're pretty full, still got some room in there. So both the Green Belly meals, and then, all right, so that's all of our big stuff. So let's move to the smaller stuff now. Go ahead and put the first day's brownie. And then some of the things, remember, you're gonna use them during the day on your first day, so you might actually carry them outside of this bag. And then your first night's meal, a lot of people do that too. Their first night's meal, they just keep it outside the bag because they know that they're not gonna have it overnight, but they need to hang the bag. So they just keep it in their bag, in their pack if they have extra room. Same thing with like an IV, we typically do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and put everything in here and give you some perspective quick. Now I'm getting pretty full right now. Let's go ahead and start putting more stuff in here. Not to mention, I do not bring it out, but you know, toothpaste, deodorant, stuff like that. If you're definitely in your bear country, you're gonna wanna put those in here also, so you gotta give room for that. And don't forget that in the beginning, you know, you're gonna like trade out the room, but you're gonna need some kind of plastic bag for your trash too. Make sure to carry out your trash. Guys, I'm pretty full right now. I definitely could probably squeeze a couple things in there more, but that's gonna make it pretty tight. So that's 4 total meals, 2 lunches, and 2 days worth of snacks. I could almost squeeze it if I did, you know, I didn't put that first days in there. I could switch it out for these here and have enough room. But that just kind of gives perspective there that's pretty loaded there, like, and that's also got to go in your pack too, so don't forget that. So again, you probably could squeeze something else in here. You definitely still get your deodorant and toothpaste and stuff, but we're getting pretty full with that size. So let's take everything back out and put it into their large version of the bag. All right, now we have the large. Now, as you can tell, it's a lot larger. And I forgot to mention on both of these, I did get the more spreaded bottom. It just seems to sit better on the ground. Make sure you remember that if you're ordering yours. This experiment has done with both ones that have the expanded bottom on them. And then I do have the spoon holder on the inside of this one. It's a sweet addition to have. Not that it bothers how much food you can fit in here. We're gonna put everything we did in the first bag. You can tell it's a lot bigger. Okay, so I've got some other meals. I've got another pasta meal, I've got the curry meal, a duplicate, and then I've got Mountain House spaghetti and meat sauce. So let's go ahead. Okay, so I've got, let's see, 6 total night meals and 2 like lunchtime meals. Now I'm gonna put my green bellies in here. Oh yeah, you can definitely store a lot more in here, but I'm sure you're starting to notice something else too. So let's go ahead, and I'm dropping stuff on the floor now. Putting all these snacks in there. Just cram them in there. As you can know, you can organize them by Ziploc bags, or you can take, like I do sometimes, just put all the snacks in the nooks and crannies. Now stuff like the Via Starbucks Instant and stuff like that, I'll put it in little Ziploc bags to keep it together. That way it's just not like scattered all over the bag. Not to mention if you just throw some of your trash in there, that gets spread out too, and then stuff gets lost in there. Guys, this thing is, couldn't imagine the weight right now. So let's put all these snacks in there for the 4 days. So you've got 6 meals, 4 lunches, dinner meals, desserts. Okay. All right, that is full. And man, like I said before, as you noticed, this is gonna be fun fitting in your pack now, so you definitely gotta consider that and make sure you got enough room in your pack. That is Hilltop Pack's large Dyneema bag with the expanded bottom on it. I'm not sure if that's how they exactly call it, but I know it's just like gives you a more wider bottom and it sits better, especially when you're around the fire and you just need it to sit still for you while you're putting all your stuff together. So that's the big one. There's a lot of stuff in here. It fits a lot more. My personal opinion, some people don't want all the extra weight, but it's Dyneema. I mean, come on, you're talking grams, but I just go for the large because it gives me plenty of room and I can still roll it up and compact it down and still be ready to go. All right, guys, so that's both of their bags. Now we're basically giving you an example of each one of those. Hopefully, if you're looking into their bags or even other people's, you can use these dimensions to recommend. I know like Light AF, Hyper Light, Mountain Gear, I think they make them too. There's a couple of those out there. Garage Gone Gear has a few other smaller companies make some Dyneema and X-Pack bags and stuff like that. So there's definitely a lot out there. Hilltop's just been the hottest company we've enjoyed working with. We've got a lot of stuff from them, and these have done great for us, and we really look forward to using them on this upcoming trip as we have both of them. I hope this was informative. You make sure to comment below if it was, if you have questions, if you're looking into getting a bear bag or you already have one, and what works for you and how you. I'd be love for comments on how, if there's any strategy to how you pack yours into your bear bag. Make sure to comment that below. It'd be interesting to hear how you do yours. Most of the time I try to pack all our main meals and then I'll put Ziploc bags for like the Via Instant or the IVs or all the other like smaller like squeezed peanut butters. I'll put those so I can quickly get to them and find them in the bag and they're all together and I can reference how many I have left quickly. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I hope it was informative. I hope it helps you out on your purchase. Make sure if you are interested in Hilltops that we have an affiliate link below. We really appreciate it. We do get a kickback and it goes all towards the channel. We hope you would enjoy our content. I got choked up there. Make sure if you're new here, you hit the subscribe button. We do all backpacking, hiking, tips and tricks and tutorials. And we really love you to have you part of our community. So hit the subscribe and notification bell. We do a video every Thursday now around 6 Eastern. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. You guys, we will see you next week.